Good day to you. Welcome back to this edition of our Positive Word. I trust that your weekend is going peacefully. Thank you for joining me. God will answer. That's the focus for today. Are you one of those who has given up, having prayed for so long? You have waited for a long time for the answers to your prayers to come. You haven't received them. You've stopped praying. Or are you at the verge of stopping? I come by to remind us today that God will answer our prayers. God is answering. He never stops answering prayers. It's just people give up and stop going to God with that problem that they think He should attend to. One thing I know is that giving up will not give you the answer. So why give up? If you're afraid 5, 10, 15, 20, as many years, giving up will not provide you what you're looking for, what you've been praying for. As a matter of fact, it's your loss. You've wasted all those time praying and only to give up. I come today, guys. God will answer. Keep praying. Isaiah chapter 65, verse 24. I will answer them before they even call me. While they are still speaking about their needs, I will go ahead and answer their prayers. This is a promise from our Father. I will answer before they call. And while you're still speaking, He will supply. Dearly beloved, God answers prayers. Do not give up. He has never failed. It's not going to start with you. Mark chapter 11, verse 29. Therefore I tell you, whatever you ask in prayer, believe that you have received it, and it will be yours. You have to believe. Yes, we need to pray. We have to believe, because that is one of the ways by which, one of the criteria by which our prayers get answered. God can bring the greatest blessings out of the worst situations, worst circumstances. So keep praying, believing, trusting Him. Do you feel like you have been praying for too long? Now is not the time to give up. I think you should commence with thanksgiving. Yes, give thanks. Go on to the thanksgiving stage for that particular issue which you have been praying for. God will answer in His time. Keep praying, my dear friend. Do not give up. If you're praying about it, God is working on it. He doesn't forget, but you need to keep praying. That will show your trust, your belief. Keep praying, trusting, believing, and keeping your hope alive while God goes to work. The answers God gives us may come suddenly. Sometimes they come very slowly. And sometimes they come as not right now. Whatever the answer you have, my dear friend, your part is to keep praying while allowing God's timing to prevail. Never give up. Keep praying. God answers prayers. Psalms 120, verse 1. I took my troubles to the Lord. I cried out to Him, and He answered my prayer. The psalmist tells us a lot about praying and going to God and giving Him our problems. We read account after accounts of how God came through for people in the Bible. Read about Abraham. He got the promised child. Moses, how he led the children of Israel out of bondage. Esther, David, Samson, and so on. Lots of people in the scriptures whose prayers God answered because they held on. They believed, they kept calling on God. Samson should have given up at the very verge of his death. He called on God. There are people as well who can testify today. You know some of them whose prayers have been answered. I'm pretty sure you're one of those people who has testimonies of God answering your prayers once upon a time. Why give up now? God answers prayers. Never give up. Going through the book of Psalms, we read about how David called on God several times repeatedly, and he testifies of God responding, God answering. He was confident that God was not passively observing, watching from afar, from a distance, just watching to see how he would get on. No, but God was actively involved in people's lives. My dear, God is busy answering, protecting, providing, making ways, helping, healing, saving people, sending help, giving support, comforting people, granting desires, opening doors, lifting people up, and fulfilling plans. God is actively working on our behalf. We just need to continue to talk to Him. God answers prayers, and He will answer your prayers. You just need to never give up. Continue to pray. When we stop praying, it's as if we say to the devil, you can take over now. God has failed. Don't stop praying. He never fails. He won't start with you. God answers prayers. He may not always answer as we want, but He will as we need for His plans and purposes for our lives to manifest. God answers prayers. He has never failed. Keep praying. Until I come your way again, it's goodbye for now. Thank you for joining me as you continue to pray and wait on God, because He does answer prayers.